Anytime you find anybody else that's a good light, a good energy, you want to keep those people with you. And when you make it to the top,
Claro.
however you make it, it's your obligation to send the elevator back down for all those people that helped you. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Javier Bolanos. This is Zay Zay Met, and today Zay Zay Met me.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Cómo está mi gente? I am Zay Zay and welcome to When Zay Zay Met. Today we're meeting with an amazing young actor who's making a huge splash. He's talented in so many ways and some of them may just surprise you. His new show is called Casa Grande and today he's here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, show your love. This is Javier Bolanos. Hello.
Hi, guys. How you doing, boss? Thank you so much for having me, man.
It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. Let's take it back to the beginning, man. You were actually born, you're Colombian, no?
Yes, I am.
Medellin.
Yes,
Ooh.
correct.
But then you came to the States when you were very, very young, 2 years old or something like that?
Yeah, 2 years old, I moved to Alaska.
Espérate. Alaska?
Yeah. My mom only had a cousin, una prima, Marisol, and she was living in Alaska with her husband, Michael. And that's the only place. She was like, hey, venga pa acá. So she flew to Alaska, and then later she left me in Colombia a little bit, came here, set everything up, make sure everything was good, and came back and got me. But yeah, drastic, huh?
But you know what? That's a lesson, right? That's a lesson, guys. And the lesson is that not all of us come from our respective countries and move to Los Angeles, New York, Miami, Chicago, right? We can go anywhere, right? Sometimes we bypass completely and go to Toronto or go to the UK or Australia. Like it doesn't have to be those same few cities that everybody thinks that,
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, very true.
And you went straight to Alaska. Holla back.
Yeah.
So you went from the tropics to, let me get that coat.
Yeah. Then we went right back to our Latin heritage as close as we could. So then we went to El Paso right after. We said, hey, this cold ain't for nobody. We gotta,
So, all right. So growing up, how long did you stay in Alaska?
I was in Alaska from 6 years. About 6 years.
Well, tell me what that was like, man, for you growing up and making that move from Alaska to El Paso. I'm sure that there were maybe a few challenges, but what was life like for you growing up and getting all those different views of life? Very drastic changes.
It was definitely a very good thing. I got to see, a bunch of people, different walks of life. And my dad was a chemical engineer. So, he just always, if there was a new job offer somewhere else, he liked to travel and, we would just go. And as a kid, when you're a kid, you don't think of the fact that you're going to go see a new culture and experience new things. You're like, man, I'm leaving all my friends. What the heck is this?
Right.
The snowmobiles, like this is all fantastic. But, then we moved to El Paso. I had a great time there. We were there for 2 years. Then we moved to Cheyenne, Wyoming, back to the cold. And that was wonderful, fantastic. And then, from Cheyenne, Wyoming, we moved back to Texas, Tyler, Texas, then Houston, Texas. And that's kind of where I did my maturing. My freshman year of high school was in Houston and stuff. So I got to see more of them. I'm telling you, I got to see the country. I was a cowboy. Then I go to Houston. Now I'm a city boy. So
Right.
I'm very thankful I got to see a lot of stuff, And then when you land here in Hollywood, then you're just like, oh yeah, I've seen all different types of people. Cause this is where everybody comes, comes, but it's not a surprise. You're just used to seeing so much stuff, so many different things, places, cultures. So it was good. It was fun.
Man, you know what? I'm right now, I'm imagining you walking the lot anywhere, Paramount, Warner, whatever, just walking through different studios and stages and be like, yep, I've been there. Yep, I've been there. Yep, I've been there. Yeah. I could play any of these.
Yeah.
I've lived in all these places.
I'm super grateful to my mom too, because she would always fly us back in the summers to Colombia. So I never lost my roots, my heritage. I always got to go back. see my primos, my family, everything. Still, I grew up still knowing like what Colombia was. She
Claro.
didn't want me to like be pulled away from that.
Mm-hmm.
So that was also good too. We lived in different places, but we always went back home.
I love it. I also see, and I saw I had to do my deep dive, right? So I also know that you have a tremendous love for martial arts as
Yeah.
well, right? Anybody who even just Googles you a little bit can see that. When did you fall in love with martial arts, jiu-jitsu especially?
Yeah. So I fell in love with grappling with my love of jujitsu when we moved down here to buy a house. My mom, I was 15, we moved to Palmdale. I was like, hey ma, I need a gym, like let's, so I can start working out. Can we find a gym membership or anything? My mom was like, yeah, sure, I'll look around. And then she found like this jujitsu gym. And
Okay.
I was like, what is this place? I was a little hesitant at first, the outfit they give you and everything. And I was like, man, what's going on with this? I don't want to do karate. I just want to lift weights.
Right.
And then it turns out you find the most effective martial art on the form of the planet. And then from there, so 15 until now I'm 23, I've been training. Now I train at 10th Planet. We are all no-gi school under Eddie Bravo, if you've heard of him, and Joe Rogan, all those guys.
Yep.
And it's listen, I think any man, any guy should train. It's so important. You got loved ones walking around you. You need to be the protector. And it gives you like this just comfortability. It's almost like a superpower, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And it teaches you just how to be a man, how to like walk more confidently. And it's a bug that, man, once it bites you, you cannot stop.
It's a fever. You find that a lot among different forms of athletes, right? Different forms of athletics, to be honest, and people who excel in those different things. You find that once they catch that fever, right? You see that with basketball players a lot, right? Once they catch that fever, then they really try to make it their lives. You see that with football, you see that with tennis, and of course with martial arts, once that adrenaline truly gets pumping and you see any even like semblance of success in it as well, like forget it, man. It's got you. It really does. It's popular for a reason.
And it's also, it's good for like, be it like, I am an actor. That's what I do. So like, it doesn't not help with stunts, working,
Right.
all that stuff, the action sequences and everything. That's also a big plus for, for the career.
Do you see yourself getting more into doing your own stunts as your career progresses?
1,000%.
Yeah.
The entire ending fight sequence episode.
It's okay.
Spoilers, the show's out. I'm talking with you. You saw the whole show.
Yeah. I saw it all.
That entire sequence, I worked directly with Sean Piccacino. He's the stunt coordinator on the show. And we worked it. I have a video in my phone. I'm with Keith and we're in the room. And just kind of like, because of my background in grappling, I sent him a video on a steady cam on a phone. And I choreographed the whole thing in my hotel room. I choreographed it and then I sent it to him. And he was like, oh, that's fantastic. And then the next day we worked it. I'm super into that side also.
Nice.
Everyone's always scared. Like, oh, we don't want to let the actor do this. Like, listen, I do this every day. Every day I'm fine. So definitely, I do want to Tom Cruise it later on in my career. Just like make sure, kind of like, because listen, if you're going to tell a story, right, you want to tell a good story. Yep. You want people directly involved in what you do. And in the story, you need to be directly involved in what you do, especially if you're going to do an action movie or something that is a little extraordinary. Sometimes you should be hands-on with it.
Right.
You should just let somebody else, take the reins and everything, because then you're a little out of it. And if you want to entertain, you got to be, you got to get your hands dirty a little.
Right. And you also have to do what you love, right? And so you being able to do that will combine two of your absolute passions into one.
Perfect.
You'll be able to throw yourself into your craft even more, which is truly amazing. I had the privilege of being able to talk to Marcos Aror about John Wick.
Yeah.
He's in John Wick, and he's been doing I see you, and I see his career, You know what I mean? And I see you and I'm like, oh yeah, he's the next. I mean, that's where he's going, right? Marcos Aror has been doing this for a minute, and that's exactly where I see you going as well.
Yeah, that's upper echelon, man. That's the cream of the crop right there. All those guys, that's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, no, absolutely. You should call him, man. You should get in touch with him. If I can help you, you let me know.
Good, yeah.
When okay, so you're fairly young in the industry. Looking forward, and even if you haven't thought this long, but think about it now, because I'm asking.
Mhm.
Looking forward, what do you think you want your legacy to be?
That's a good one. That's a good one. I always think of it in this way. I always think of a film I've seen and how much it impacts me. You know, when you see a film and after it's done, you call your mom, Mom, I love it. Or after you see a film and it's done, you go and you tell your kids, you're like, hey, you know, I'm sorry if I'm ever a little tough on you. You know I love you and I'm there to support you. When you watch a film and it transcends into your life and it makes you feel a different way or change your mind about something, I just want my legacy to be when I'm done and I look at my highlight reel of movies or my highlight reel of martial arts, I just want to be able to sit with my children or my loved ones and just know that I told stories that did those kind of things. You know, that people watch my movies and were like, do I want to tell movies that are fun and they're sci-fi and everything? Yeah, I want that. I want to tell a movie like that, but I also want my legacy to go down as, yeah, you know, he told some stories, man, that actor told some really good stories. Javier told some good stories. That's what I like. Because I mean, that's humans for the entirety of always. We've always just been telling each other stories.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just want to go down as a good storyteller.
I love it, man. That's a great answer.
That's a good legacy, right? Not bad.
That's a great legacy. There are some actors who have made some great movies that are the type that make you feel when you come out of the movie theater like you want to be that, right? Like there's so many people that like you ever come out of, like you were saying, you set up the question, right? You ever come out of a movie theater after watching Rocky and suddenly like you feel like you want to go to the gym, right? Yeah. Or you know,
after you're seeing Rambo, you want to be a commander. You want to come out and
right.
You want to join the SEALs and become
exactly. Or you watch Fast and Furious and you suddenly want to start driving fast when you come out of the theater, right?
Yeah.
But there's something different about what you said, right? It's about, I want to call my mom, like it's life changing. Not just inspiring you that afternoon.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that there's a difference there. And that I think speaks to a maturity in you that makes just someone like me proud to be talking to somebody like you.
Thanks, boss. I appreciate that.
Thank you for that, man. Seriously.
Thank you,
man. That's really cool. And it's cool to see another generation of Latinos coming up and making art that is going to transcend when that's the goal, right?
Yeah.
To transcend, to make life better for those that come behind him. And I wish you all the success and love in the world, man. I really do.
Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. You know, man, anytime you find anybody else that's a good light, a good energy, and you want to keep those people with you. And when you make it to the top,
claro,
whatever that is, however you make it, it's your obligation to send the elevator back down for all those people that helped you. All those people were nice to you.
There you go.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially within us Latinos, bro. It's like, you know what I mean, bro? Like when you're back home, everyone's on the block barbecuing, everyone's invited. Todos, bro.
Todos.
You're passing by, fool. Nobody knows you. ¿Quieres un chuzo? Yeah. Venga. Boom. That's how it is when I make it to the top. Oh,
that's it.
Come on. Everybody. Let's go. Everybody.
Let's go.
You know, get everybody telling these stories like this because that's why we need another season. We need another, there's so much to tell. So much left uncovered, so much that would impact people hard, even harder in the next season. So we definitely got to push it big.
Let's get it in. Let's get it in. Thank you so much for being with us, man. I appreciate you. Continued success, Papa.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you all so much for watching When Zay Zay Met. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to be notified when we upload more conversations with celebrities and other interesting people. Now, if you'd like to see your favorite celebrity on the show, it's simple. Just tell us who that is by leaving us a comment down below. We hope you enjoyed today's episode, and we'll see you on the next one. Hasta la próxima. Lo quiero del corazón.